Most people aren't losing in life because of the world. They're losing in life because they keep accepting the average version of themselves. In this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of identity and give you 3 levers that you can use internally and on yourself day in, day out to make sure that you got the proper identity locked in so that you are moving in the right direction. So again, my name is Dustin Lamphere. If you're new to this channel, go ahead, subscribe. Excellence is defiance. In the world that we live in right now, we need to defy all the odds that are stacked against us so that we can become the very best versions of ourselves, because together we're going to make the world a better place. And that comes down with how we view ourselves, how we see ourselves, the identity that we have. For me, in the very beginning of my journey back 2018, to focus on the proper identity or the wrong identity is to frame it as your boss voice and your bitch voice, right? Or boss identity and your bitch identity. And we'll start with the latter of the two, the bitch identity. That's the one that makes excuses. That's the version of you that justifies not doing the work you said you were going to do, justifies staying mediocre in a world when you know you're meant for excellence, justifies staying in the job, in the relationship, in the same maybe city or town or state, staying in the same circle of friends, keeping the same habits that you've had for years, whether they're serving you anymore or not. This is the weaker version of ourselves, where the boss version of us is like, hey, what do I need to do to become the best version of myself? What do I need to do to achieve the goals and the visions and the ideals that I want in my life? Whether those be materialistic, whether those be freedoms in time, finances, whether that is amazing connections and relationships, whether it's traveling, whether it's living very low key. Everybody's got a different vision of what their ideal life is. But our identity is what controls the actions we take. So to recap, the bitch voice is the one who shows up, takes action, is accountable, says what they're going to do, and moves the ladder forwards. The bitch voice is the one that makes excuses, stays the same, and then blames the world, blames the economy, blames the recession, blames the political parties, blames everybody else, but never takes ownership of their own actions, right? My personal story is kind of funny. I'm not going to dive into it, but for so long, I listened to my bitch voice. I accepted my default version of just showing up, just doing enough, just to make ends meet, and focused on being a good dad, which my definition now looking back, I wasn't a real good dad. I did things with my daughters. I was present with them, but I wasn't actually there at the highest level of myself. And it took me a long time to realize, and I had to get rid of the ego and all that stuff, which time for a different story. But I struggle with this place of I'm not worthy and deserving. I'm not good enough. This isn't meant for people like me, blah, blah, blah. We all hear these stories when that's just an identity crisis. That's not who I am. My past doesn't determine my future. Your past doesn't determine your future. It's the view that we have on ourselves today and the actions that we start taking that really control who we are and who we become. Our past is the past. We can't go back and change that. Let's focus on now. Let's focus on moving forward so we can get new results. And here's one to really put in your pocket and carry around with you. Identity wins the war. Identity wins the war because it controls when we take action and when we don't. Discipline shows up when it needs to. Laziness shows up when it doesn't need to. And those are 2 times we're like, okay, I don't want to do it right now, but I said I was gonna, I'm just gonna go get it done. Boom, check the box off, that's a win. Versus justifying, well, I don't have the time, or I'm tired, or it's not convenient, whatever it may be, right? So the 3 levers that I said I was gonna give you, here they are. We're gonna blast right through these, wrap this up for you. The first one is language is identity. What you say to yourself matters. If you talk down to yourself like I was, not good enough, not worthy, it's not meant for people like me, I'll never have this, then the world's going to keep giving you reasons to believe that. And then the script is going to keep repeating itself saying the same thing. Whereas if we flip that and we just use our language differently and we say, I am worthy and deserving, things like this are meant for me. I'm the one who's supposed to rebuild the generational landscape of my family's name because it's been put into me. Then we start having these different vibrational frequencies. We start thinking about things differently and seeing things differently in our head because our belief starts changing. Our identity pivoted, right? So your mouth is your steering wheel. Pretty much sums that up. The second one is standards equal identity armor. Your non-negotiables, the things that you do day in, day out, really matter. If you don't have any non-negotiables, well, it's probably a very good indicator of the life that you're living right now. Do you focus on how much water and hydration you're getting in every day? Are you focused on your fitness and your overall health and well-being? Are you focused on what you're eating every day? Are you focused on the content you're consuming every day? Are you focused on the thoughts that are going through your head? Are you taking inventory on the positive things and the negative things, the activities, the hobbies, the friends, the peers that you socialize with? Are you auditing if they're helping you or if they're taking from you? These are important things. A standard is the boundary that's keeping you from your past self that you're trying to grow out of. So, lever 3, proof equals identity cement. Identity is not claimed. Identity is earned through daily small wins. You compound those and that builds you into the person, right? You become disciplined by doing disciplined things. It's as simple as that. So I want to give you a little test, little 10-second test here. When you wake up in the morning and you grab your phone for the first time, do you open it to consume or to create? If you're open it to consume, your identity right now is a consumer. If you open it to create a post, put something positive up to the world, your identity is already stacked in creator mode. And this goes into every area of your life. If you wake up in the morning and you go get water, or you wake up in the morning and you go get crack a soda, if your first meal of the day is protein rich or your first meal of the day is sugar rich, whatever you do is signifying what identity you have right now. So start taking an audit on yourself and see where you're at. Besides that, that's pretty much what I have. I do challenge you. One little 7-day identity challenge is choose one area of your life that you really want to get locked in on, whether that's your fitness, whether that's your mindset, whether that is business and creating an additional income source, whatever area it is, write it down on paper. And for 7 days, take 10, 15 minutes of action in that area, not because it's hard, but just to prove to yourself that you can set a week goal and actually follow through on it. Most people think they can do 7 days consistently, but on like day 5, something will happen and I'll get back to it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is now day 1. This is why consistency and discipline are so important and why having the identity of I'm an action taker, I'm someone who follows through with my word, I have integrity in myself, are so important. Share this episode with someone who's the value in their life so they can shift their identity, start beginning to take better steps in a new direction to get the results that they desire. Go out there, chase your own personal excellence. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you here on the next video. Later for now.